People who get into dog training quickly learn how easily their dog can become distracted and not perform a learned behavior, or I should say an implied learned behavior. They often find that their dog works great at home, but it forgets everything when they get into a class with other dogs or when the dog is taken into a new environment. Adding distractions into training can easily be the topic of an entire video. It certainly is beyond the scope of what I'm doing here, other than to define how it factors into marker training. New dog owners need to know that when their dogs are distracted, they don't learn as quickly. In fact, many won't even try and learn at all. As a dog becomes proficient in a learned behavior, it can be exposed to more and more levels of distraction. Distractions can be as simple as turning your back on your dog and asking him to sit. Kneeling down and asking the dog to sit is a distraction for a dog that has only been asked to sit when you're standing in front of him. Stepping into another room and asking him to sit is a huge distraction for a dog. Once you have identified an environmental distraction, like a cat, simply moving a few feet away from the distraction can often be enough to help a dog work through it. Dogs have a bubble or a circle of comfort, which is different for each dog. Through experience and practice in multiple training sessions, the size of a dog's bubble of comfort can be reduced. Most of the time, this work needs to be done gradually. While one dog may perform comfortably 50 yards from a distraction, another dog may be able to work perfectly 10 yards from the same distraction. This is the part of training that many call proofing the dog. Remember, marker training is more about allowing a dog to do something and less about forcing a dog to do something. When you hear trainers use the term impulse control, they're simply referring to a dog learning to control himself and choosing to do the right thing in the face of distractions. In old school training, distractions and corrections go hand in hand. By that I mean, a dog is asked to perform a behavior in the face of a new distraction. When it makes a mistake, because it was distracted, it gets a correction. That's not what happens in marker training. In marker training, when a dog gets distracted and fails to perform a behavior, it simply doesn't get a reward. And in some cases, it's asked to do it all over again, or it could be put away. An important point to mention on distractions in learning is that in training, you only add or change one thing at a time. And by that I mean, you would not try and increase the level of distractions at the same time that you tried to raise the criteria of learning for a new behavior. This is very critical and important for new trainers to remember.